Women claim to be intelligent in their own way, but can't name 3 countries.
What I've come to realize with a majority of young women, especially attractive ones, I mean, you guys just aren't intelligent. And I think,
That's
I'm sorry.
how you feel.
That one is just how
The
you
response, notice the response is, no, that's how you feel. Let's see if that's how he feels or if that's an objective fact. And I'm going to play this video again and break it down in depth.
feel. All of us would probably be intelligent in our own way.
All right, name 3 countries. We'll start here.
Okay.
Okay. She thought that would be enough. It didn't save her.
Tokyo.
Tokyo is her first reply to name 3 countries.
Italy. Europe. Sorry. Europe.
Okay, she changed her answer from Italy to Europe for naming 3 countries. Let's hear her third response.
Go ahead, 3 countries. You don't know any?
I don't know. Is Dubai in there?
Dubai is a city in United Arab Emirates.
I'll say I'm not good at this, so I might get this.
I'm not good at this basic thing. I'm not good at this basic thing that, you know, a literal 5-year-old could do. She didn't even say America. She couldn't even say the name of the country she's in. Think of that level of patheticness.
Europe,
I believe in you. You could do this.
South Asia.
Oh, we're leveling up, bro.
Oh my gosh.
You stupid.
What even is South Asia? What?
You know what, man? I'm gonna change my mind. I don't think women should vote at all.
Oh my God.
I used to say they should get 50% of the vote. Now, I don't think they should be able to vote at all.
The problem is that Myron is actually correct if we just look at the objective realm of truth. But a large segment of the population actually doesn't value truth at all. They value something like their ideological possession in order to claim good person status and virtue, as well as victimhood. But keep in mind, these women who just claim to be intelligent couldn't even name the country they're in. Think of how pathetic that is, dude. These fully grown adult human females couldn't say the name of the country that they're in. If you were to, on the street, ask them, what country are we in? They wouldn't know what to say. Think about that. Oh, but feminism is empowering. Oh, you don't need men. You're seeing in front of you the reason why women need men. I won't claim that this is the factory setting of women. Of course not. But this is what feminism produces in women when it tells them to bastardize, slander, and pervert the notion of objectivity, mental coherence, as mental coherence is referencing masculinity and masculine qualities, which are labeled oppressive and toxic and predatory. All of that is the doing of feminism. You are seeing the culmination of feminism embodied in utter patheticness in every objective domain you could measure. Intellectually, physically, they're unattractive, destroyed, overweight. Post-wall, unattractive to men. But mentally, it's 100 times worse, and you just saw it here. But it doesn't always just end in stupidity. Sometimes the aversion to masculine frameworks turn into physical destruction, or what is really just a feminine imitation of physical destruction, considering that they are much weaker than men and aren't capable of violence. Not violence against men, at least. We saw what happened to that gorilla and the toddler.
When you say things like, I'm here for free, I'm not gonna pay. People know who we are, nobody knows who you are. You're here.
Okay, so this video starts off with the context of this girl's getting owned for being arrogant and delusional. It's very common on Fresh and Fit podcast that women are delusional, but there's a combative attitude that they take on rather than admitting reality, and that is, again, fueled by the anti-masculine sentiment that feminism foists upon the female psyche.
It's a privilege for you. It's because we got a fucking platform that we worked really hard to build up to give you the privilege to be here for free, as you claim.
I know who
And she's not attractive either, so it's a double whammy.
know me who doesn't
Nobody
know
knows you,
me.
bro.
Yeah, I just
Nobody
say
knows you.
them.
Just get the
Mom,
fuck out.
there's people.
Leave.
No, hold on.
And then she gets kicked out for her disrespect and delusion. So, you know, if this were a normal human being, they would just leave. But instead, she decides to catch charges.
Like, you
Actually, I don't know if she catches charges, but she should.
You know what?
So you can tell that she wasn't socialized as a child. She was not told no, she didn't have a father likely to demonstrate the value of order, self-control, coherence. And I can almost guarantee you that this woman has an OnlyFans. Just as a result of me knowing that she doesn't have a father. Oh god, her fat was bulging out of her dress there.
Fuck you, suck my fucking dick.
Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Now, this is something that I would, there's one aspect of this that I would fault Fresh and Fit about. They don't call the police enough. There was a time when a girl spit on Myron, I think it was a couple of years ago, and they had it on video, and the police even came, I think, but he didn't press charges. He should press charges. And this is something that black culture especially needs to embrace, which is imposing law and order on those who are degenerates and just freakishly insane. So I'm not sure if Myron pressed charges here, but he should have, is what I'm saying.
Hey, fuck you, bitch. You stupid fucking whore. Well, that was interesting.
You know what?
And she thought that she would accomplish something by doing this, which I will say is in keeping with the narcissistic aspects and tendencies of the female psyche as it's deluded by feminism, because it says something like the accountability that will ensue from this, such as going viral and being mocked mercilessly and endlessly, and this probably being the biggest moment in her life that defines her identity from a scale perspective. The narcissism tells her that that accountability not only is invalid, but is likely oppression, and therefore makes her a good person while her behavior is reprehensible. It's a very common theme that you see in feminists where they construe accountability as oppression and toxicity, because accountability has those masculine qualities to it that by nature reference order, logic, mental coherence, because in order to hold yourself accountable for something, you have to truthfully assess the validity of what happened here, such as she just is lashing out, physically throwing objects and damaging the studio, which is unacceptable to any civil standard, any standard of civilization or, adult conduct. Not to mention being against the law, it's vandalism, which is the reason why I think Myron should have pressed charges, so that she encounters that extra layer of accountability of a man in a uniform coming to the studio or even her house saying, you've committed an objective wrong, and as a result, you're coming with me to spend time behind bars. Because the only response for female degeneracy and disrespect is masculine authority. That is technically the answer. And this is the reason why when people say women need men and men need women, you're seeing here the reason, what I just described, is the reason women need men. That sophisticated apparatus called the masculine spirit is that mechanism which generates accountability. It's a locus for authority that has taken into account, by nature of coherent analysis of the world, the right and wrong ways of operating, which aren't immediately accessible to an emotional, erratic, and oftentimes, as feminism creates, degenerate female mind. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. When I saw this, I knew that this was, I had to show you guys this. If you enjoy my analysis, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. Update on censorship coming soon. Some of my recent videos have phenomenal click-through rates and still are censored, so check out my X account as well. Follow me on X at Abraham Eyre. You can see my last name spelled E-Y-R-E. Look me up on X, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.